Hello, hello, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, my loves. I am Ask Heather G, and as promised, I was going to give you an update on some tips and advice on transitioning to a vegan lifestyle. So as you know, I am on a sugar-free, dairy-free, starch-free, and meat-free diet. So I am on a vegan diet that's on steroids, okay? Because no sugar, that has definitely been a challenge. The meat hasn't really been such a big deal for me, but no sugar, yeah, pretty challenging. But let me tell you how you can get through this transition, how you can make this lifestyle change, even if you don't want to go vegan or vegetarian. These are still great tips that you can incorporate into your daily life, into your regimen, into your diet. So tip number one, you want to prepare. You want to be educated, you want to do research, you want to have a menu, not menus, but recipes lined up. That way you will not revert back to old habits. So what I do is I go out at the beginning of the week or whenever I really need to, but when I come home, I immediately, if I get a pineapple, for example, I will cut that up, put it in a container. That way when I go to reach for a snack, I have it, it's ready to go, and I don't revert back to old habits by picking up like chips or something like that. I also have a meal by a brand called Amy's, and I will put an image of it on this video. And it's non-GMO, organic, and meat-free, gluten-free. Really good substitute if you need a quick, meal on the go. So I would recommend having a couple of those in your freezer. That way you don't have to worry about what am I gonna eat if you don't feel like cooking or if you haven't prepared something. Tip number two, get a really good multivitamin or supplement that's going to help you make sure that you're maintaining and getting in all the nutrients and minerals that you need. I thoroughly enjoy Dr. Sebi's products. I will put a link to Dr. Sebi's supplement, the supplement that I'm using, in the description box below. But I recommend that because there are certain things that you can get from meat, like iron, you might get iodine from fish and stuff like that, and you don't want to miss out on those things. Obviously you can get that through vegetables and other places, but just to make sure I'm getting it all in, I make sure that I take that supplement. So make sure you get a high quality supplement to, like I said, make sure you're getting all those nutrients and minerals that you need. Tip number three, I would say make sure you're taking in healthy fats. Our society today is so obsessed with telling you that you need fat-free this, no fat, fat is bad, blah, 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 blah. That's a lie. You need fat, fat is good, fat is not bad. And these are the two ways that I take in fat. Number one, I love coconut oil. If you watch a lot of my videos, I probably mentioned two things in that, and as always, I'm talking about water consumption and I'm talking about coconut oil, whether it's on my skin, my hair, or taking it internally. Well, I am taking it internally. I take between 1 and 2 tablespoons a day because it's a nice healthy fat. It's antibacterial, it's antimicrobial, and to me it's actually tasty. The consistency of it when you take it in, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird at first. It's something you gotta get used to, but you don't have to take it like by the spoonful like me. You can put it into a smoothie. There's other ways that you can figure out how to get this in. But here's my raw extra virgin cold press brand that I'm using now. I got this from Whole Foods, and yeah, I would definitely say incorporate that. Also avocado, I eat anywhere between one whole avocado to 1.5 avocados a day. Really good, really healthy. I enjoy guacamole anyway, so eating just a plain avocado is pretty much the same thing to me. It's so good, smooth, yummy. So tip number 4, people always ask, how do you get your protein? So a really great source of protein is quinoa. Q-U-I-N-O-A, quinoa. Quinoa is a grain that I use in a place of rice. So I figured out this little concoction that I put together that's very similar to a Chipotle burrito bowl. It's really tasty, it's really good, but quinoa is a great source of protein and something that you definitely should incorporate into your diet and your lifestyle, whether you are going vegan, vegetarian, or not. Really good, really tasty, great substitute for rice. And I would say tip number 5 is just to make sure that your plate is colorful throughout the day. You want to get yellow from stuff like pineapples. You want to get your blueberries and good antioxidants. You want to get your citrus fruits in. You want to get your dark, rich green kale, collards. Yeah, just make sure that you have a nice array of foods, grains, beans, nuts, make sure you're getting it in. It really isn't difficult when you kind of learn how to adapt to that lifestyle. Again, if you're not prepared, you're definitely gonna revert back. So definitely do your research, but those are my 5 top tips, at least at this point in my journey. Let's get healthy together. Let me know how you're doing if you are vegan or if you have taken this challenge with me. And please share any of the tips and tricks, advice you might have. Thank you so much. Please thumbs up and share if you love this video. I'll talk to you next time.